Angel was just a young girl in 5th grade, living in a quiet, wooded neighborhood. Her walk home from the bus stop was usually short and uneventful. 3 houses down was all it took to reach home, with nothing but trees and open land surrounding her path. As she walked down the lonely road that afternoon, the soft rustle of leaves was her only company. The street was silent, adding an unsettling edge to the shadows stretching across her path. Suddenly, 2 small dogs appeared, barking furiously, a black and a white miniature pinscher. Startled by the noise, Angel jumped, feeling a flicker of unease. She quickened her pace, eager to leave the barking behind. Without warning, 2 large black dogs lunged from behind a tangle of dead bushes, their eyes wild, mouths open and dripping with drool. Angel froze, feeling her heart pound as the dogs came charging toward her, their barks guttural and hungry. Terror washed over her as she let out a scream, her voice high and piercing. The sound echoed through the quiet street, a desperate cry that cut through the stillness, her only defense against the advancing hounds. From the corner of her eye, Angel saw a flash of brown fur racing toward her. It was her old, loyal dog, Snickers, a chocolate Labrador who had heard her cry for help. Without hesitation, Snickers took her place beside Angel, standing between her and the black dogs, growling protectively. Then, her family arrived in force. Her grandmother on a golf cart, her uncles on foot, each armed with rocks, and her grandfather on a 4-wheeler with a whip in hand. They formed a circle around Angel and Snickers, ready to defend them at any cost. With her grandfather's loud shout and the crack of his whip, the black dogs finally retreated, disappearing into the shadows. Angel, now safe, climbed onto the golf cart, her hands shaking and her eyes filled with tears. Snickers jumped up beside her, still watchful, as her grandmother sped them toward home. Back at the house, Angel sat on the porch, shaken but surrounded by family. They talked about what had happened, their voices filled with a mix of anger and relief. But Angel could only sit in silence, still in shock from the ordeal. Years passed, and Snickers became more than just a memory to Angel. She was a guardian, a loyal friend who had saved her life that day. Though Snickers had long since passed, her memory lingered. A reminder that dogs were more than just companions, they were protectors, and sometimes even lifesavers. The quiet road, now bathed in morning light, was the same, but the place where Snickers once stood felt different, as though her presence was forever etched in the land. Angel knew that no matter where she went, Snickers would always be with her, a silent guardian in spirit.